The Home Health Quality Improvement National Campaign welcomes you to this short educational program called A Path to a Brighter Day. In this program, we'll discuss symptoms of depression and some ways you can get help. Have you been feeling sad, down, or blue? Does it feel like the sadness will never go away? It's normal to feel sad or down at times, but how do you know if it's just normal sadness or something more serious like depression? Some feelings of depression and anxiety are part of normal life and are not cause for concern. For example, the death of a loved one brings a great deal of sadness and grief. So how do you know if it's normal or do you need to seek help? We're going to ask you a couple questions. After each one, we'll give you a little time to think about the question and how often the feelings occur. Then we'll ask you to score yourself. Over the past 2 weeks, how often have you been bothered by any of the following problems? Little interest or pleasure in doing things. Feeling down, depressed, or hopeless. Let's look at both questions again and get your score. There are numbers to go along with the description of how often you feel that way for each question. Not at all is a 0. Several days is a 1. More than half of the days is a 2, and nearly every day is a 3. Go ahead and think about how often you've had little interest or pleasure in doing things over the last 2 weeks. Pick the number that goes along with that description. How often over the last 2 weeks did you feel down, depressed, or hopeless? Pick the number that goes with that description. Add both numbers together to get your total score. For example, if you scored a 2 with the first question and a 3 with the second question, your score would be a 5. Go ahead and add your numbers together. Did you score a 0, 1, or a 2? If so, your sadness may be normal. Pay attention to see if those feelings go away. If you begin having those feelings more frequently, talk with someone from your healthcare team, such as your doctor, nurse, or therapist. Did you score a 3 or more? You may have signs of depression and need to talk to someone from your healthcare team. This is just a screening and is not a test to determine if you really have depression. No matter how you scored, let's look at some of the symptoms of depression. It's important to know the symptoms because you or a loved one could become depressed. Many seniors have depression. It's not just a normal part of aging. Depression is a medical condition just like diabetes or heart failure. If someone has any of the following symptoms frequently over the last 2 weeks, this may point to depression. Ongoing feelings of being sad, anxious or irritable, feeling hopeless, loss of interest or pleasure in hobbies and activities and being with friends, decreased energy, moving or talking slower or feeling restless, can't sit still, trouble concentrating, remembering, or making decisions, difficulty with sleep, either too much or not enough. Appetite or weight change. Some people have no desire to eat, where others may eat more and gain weight. Unable to control emotions. A person can be angry 1 minute and crying the next. Thoughts of death or suicide. There are many ways that your healthcare team can work with you to help control your depression. Your plan can include medications, counseling, or some treatments. Every person is different, and you need to talk to your doctor. Speak up and ask questions when the doctor is discussing your treatment options. Ask questions like, how will the medications make me feel? How long does the medication take to start working? What will the therapist do? And what are some other things that I can do for myself? It's very important to be monitored by your doctor and to keep all your medical appointments. Also, be sure to have any blood work or tests done that make sure you don't have any other medical issues that could be causing those symptoms. There are some actions you can take to help yourself, but talk them over with your healthcare team. Take your own medications that are ordered. Don't suddenly stop taking the medications even when you feel better. If you and your doctor decide to discontinue a medication, it may need to be decreased slowly. Don't take other people's medications or over-the-counter medications. Always check with the doctor. Talk to your healthcare team if you have any problems with your medication, like side effects. There are many different medications, and it takes time to find the one that works best for you. Exercise or being active is good for you. Believe it or not, exercise increases good brain chemicals that make you feel better, sleep better, and have more energy. Eat healthy. Make sure you're eating regular meals every day that includes healthy foods, not a lot of junk foods like snacks, chips, and sugar. Drink plenty of water. Decrease the use of caffeine and avoid alcohol. Create an action plan with your healthcare team. Write down things for you to do or to track how you're doing. For example, add exercises every day to your plan. Talk with your nurse or therapist for exercise ideas. An action plan can also include telling yourself some positive statements every day. I am a kind person. I'm a good friend to others. I'm funny. Repeat these statements often every day. Your plan can include what to do when you get anxious. Think about what you do to calm yourself. Maybe calling a friend or doing something like working puzzles or playing cards. Decide who you can reach out to for support, like a friend or a family member. Call them and let them help you. Your healthcare team is also there to support you. There are also organizations that offer support over the phone if you feel more comfortable talking to someone you don't know. Ask your healthcare team for a local phone number just in case. It's always best to be prepared. These are just some ideas of things that you can do, but you need a healthcare team to help you manage your depression. Ask about information that you could read and learn more about depression. There are a few symptoms that need immediate action. If you have any feelings of being better off dead or hurting yourself in some way, please call for help right away. You call your doctor, 911, or even a hotline number for help. There may be a local hotline number in your phone book or online. Here is a national hotline number that you can call, 1-800-273-8255. Hotlines are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and have people who can help you. Once again, don't be ashamed to ask for help with depression, anxiety, or even thoughts of suicide. Depression occurs in many people, and it is not just part of aging. There are many different treatments that can help get you on the right track to feeling better, brighter, and enjoying life. Talk to your healthcare team. This material was prepared by Quality Insights, the Medicare Quality Innovation Network, Quality Improvement Organization, supporting the Home Health Quality Improvement National Campaign under contract with the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS, an agency of the United States Department of Health and Human Services. The views presented do not necessarily reflect CMS policy. Publication number 11 SOWWV HHMMD 041817.